Okay, we've got the Zvezda M3A1 Stuart. This was a tank in service at the beginning of the war and in the war of in the desert. It saw active service with the US Marine Corps in the first couple of years of World War II. It saw service with the Japanese, who captured entire companies of them and refitted them for use. It saw use in British service and American service. Let's crack it open and have a look at the kit. Historically, it was only armed with a 37mm gun and a couple of machine guns. Let's have a look at this. So it's a turret that is multi-part because of the strange shape. The body has several pieces. There's a back piece as well. Okay, that's actually, and it's again quite a detailed kit. What we'll do is we'll separate it from the sprue and I will come back and assemble it in a minute. So, I've skipped the bit where I tediously clean the mould lines from every single piece. Just a bit there in case that's something you particularly enjoy. This is a 10-piece kit. You can see technically how much better it is than the Panzer II that I reviewed in terms of how it goes together and the level of detail and things like the rivets and things like capturing the odd hull shape of the M3A1 Stuart, the whole machine gun which fits into there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start using some plastic glue assembling the model. So first bits first, let's put the hull together. So that's the first piece. I'm going to have a look at how this fits together. Yeah, easily enough, like that. Yeah. And this goes in here. So you've got a back plate as well, which again contains a fair chunk of detail. And let's... slots in like that. Little glue at the front, little glue on each of these pieces, and this will then slot into, come on, let's get you on. There we go. I'll snap that together. So let's have a look at the side. So I want this as the front wheel, and that fairly effortlessly is going to go on here. Let's make sure it lines up. Yeah, and then a little bit of plastic glue. There you go. Okay, that's the hull and the tracks put together. Now we are going to Put a tiny dot of plastic glue here. One side. Two sides. Last but not least, this piece on the top. So again, a little bit of plastic glue there, a little bit of plastic glue on the inside edge, align it and pop it on. So we then have M3A1 Honey, which saw service with the British, the Americans, the Japanese, the Germans and quite possibly the Italians. Little fast light tank with a 37mm gun and a couple of machine guns, used as fast cavalry by the British basically because it was reasonably quick. Lacked penetrating power, but was still quite a solid tank. Looking at these little bits here. Yeah, they're meant to be on the model. Okay, but yeah. Saw service in the desert, saw service in the Pacific. Didn't see service in Europe. It was out of service by then and replaced by the M5. But yeah, that's a very nice little kit, and it gives you an idea of how far Zvezda have come in a couple of years. This is their release to go with the War in the Desert. Very welcome release to go with the War in the Desert. And it is technically an excellent little kit. For the cost, and this cost me £3.50, yeah, that's good. I'm sure you can probably get them cheaper online. I may well get them cheaper online if I decide to have a couple of squadrons. They're in Blitzkrieg Commander, they're in the current rules for Flames of War, War in the Desert. But yeah, I'd highly recommend the kit, it's a good purchase. If you've liked this video, hit like or subscribe, or both ideally. And if you've got anything to say, let me know in the comments. Cheers.